There is a place in the world where no force is more powerful than a mother's love. It is not a temple. It is not a sacred mountain. It is right there, on the cold floor in the early morning. It is when she bows her knees and raises her child's name to the sky. And if you are that mother today, if you feel you need words because yours no longer come out, this is for you. I have seen mothers pray in so many ways. I have seen a mother whisper prayers while washing dishes. I have seen a mother close her eyes on a crowded bus and ask for protection for a child far away. I have seen a mother cry in silence in bed, asking with a faith that moves even God. Because a mother never gives up. A mother may be tired, she may be afraid, she may even think she has no strength left, but she never stops praying. Never. It is as if her heart were a permanent altar, lit 24 hours a day. I learned something by observing all of this. A mother's prayer is not like others. It does not follow a manual. It does not need a formula. When a mother prays, she puts every sleepless night inside that prayer. She includes every worry that eats at her and every dream she has for her child. She prays with the memory of the first cry and the first step. She remembers the first time she held that child and thought, I would give my life for you. And the truth, she really would. So if you came here today looking for a prayer, I want you to know something first. You do not need beautiful words. You do not need to memorize anything. What you need is what you already have. You have a heart that beats for your child. And that is already a prayer. But I know that sometimes we freeze. Sometimes the anguish is so tight that the voice does not come out. I am going to help you release what is inside. Close your eyes with me for a second. Visualize your child's face. See their smile. Look at their eyes. Think of that unique way of being that only they have. Now take a deep breath. We are going to start from here, from love, always from love. Lord, I come here in my frailty. I bring before you the most precious thing I have in this world, my son, my daughter, this piece of me that walks out there. They face battles that I do not always know. You know, Lord, that I do not have control over everything. I cannot be in all places. I cannot protect them from every danger. But you can, and that is why I bow my knees. That is why I cry out. Do you know that tightness in your chest when you see your child walk out the door? You wonder if they will be okay out there. You want to put them in a bubble to protect them from everything and everyone. God understands that, because He is a father too. He knows what it is like to see a child suffer. He knows the desire to hug them and fix everything. He knows the wish to take away the pain. And even being God, He respects each person's path. But He never abandons them. He never leaves them alone. This is what you need to know when you pray. You are not asking God to do something He does not already want to do. You are joining His desire to care, to bless, and to protect. It is as if your prayer were a bridge. On one side is a mother's love. On the other side is a father's love. And in the middle, your child is there, covered by a force this world cannot even understand. Lord, cover my child with your sacred mantle. Protect every step they take today. Guide every decision they make. Guard every word they say. Keep their mind from thoughts that destroy. Guard their heart from friendships that lead away from good. Place people around them who reflect your light. And when they are in doubt, when the path seems confusing, let them feel your presence. Let it be so real that they cannot doubt it. I know there is a mother praying today because her child is distant. This is not about physical distance. They are distant from faith. They are distant from the values she tried to teach. And that hurts in a way only those who live it can know. It is a silent pain that does not heal with a bandage. But I need to tell you one thing. Do not give up, because a mother's prayers are seeds, and some seeds take time to sprout. Some seeds stay under the ground for so long we think they died. But they did not die. They are creating roots. They are growing stronger. And when you least expect it, they grow. They grow strong. Lord, as my child has moved away from you, I ask that you go after them. Be like the shepherd who leaves the 99 to find the one lost sheep. Go after them, Lord. Speak to their heart in a way only you know how to speak. Break the chains that bind. Tear off the blindfolds that blind. And bring them back. Not because I deserve it, but because you are merciful. You are love, and love never gives up. Sometimes I find myself thinking about the strength of being a mother. It is not easy. You live on a constant emotional roller coaster. One day you are on top of the world because your child is happy. The next day you are down in the depths because you feel they are suffering. The worst part is when you cannot do anything. It happens when the pain is something a mother cannot kiss away. You cannot cure it with home-cooked food. You cannot resolve it with a conversation. That is when prayer becomes your only weapon. When you pray, you move heaven. It might sound like an exaggeration, but it is not. Something happens in the spiritual world when a mother kneels. Strength descends. Protection is activated. Angels receive orders. I have seen things happen that had no logical explanation. I have seen a child saved from an accident at the exact moment a mother was praying. I have seen a child change their mind about a bad decision. They didn't even know their mother was interceding. That is not a coincidence. It is providence. Lord, I declare divine protection over my child. Let no weapon formed against them prosper. Let no evil plan be fulfilled in their life. Keep them away from all danger, every accident, every illness, every negative influence. Place a wall of fire around them that no one can cross. May God's angels be their guards day and night, at work, at school, on the street, and at home. Wherever they are, may the presence of God be even closer. There are mothers praying today because their child is sick. It might be a physical illness. It might be an emotional struggle. It could be that depression that tightens its grip. It could be anxiety that gives no peace. You see your child wasting away and you do not know how to help. You have already seen doctors. You have tried everything. You are at the limit of despair. I want to tell you, this is not the end. While there is prayer, there is hope. I remember once when I was still a child, my mother spent the entire night praying because I had a very high fever. The medicine was not working. She did not sleep. She stayed there by my bed with her hand on my forehead. She prayed quietly. At dawn, the fever broke. I remember her crying. It was not from sadness. It was from relief. It was from gratitude. She knew it wasn't luck. It was God answering her prayer. Lord, you are the God who heals. You are the physician of physicians. I bring the health of my child before you. Touch their body, Lord. Restore what is broken. Heal what is sick. Strengthen what is weak. If it is an emotional battle or a mental war, I ask you to enter their mind. Bring peace. Cast out destructive thoughts. Calm the internal storm. Make them feel they are not alone. Let them know you are there. You always were, and you always will be. But it is not just about asking. A mother's prayer is also about giving thanks. Even in the middle of pain and struggle, there is a reason to be grateful. Your child is alive. They are breathing. Where there is life, there is hope. Take a minute and give thanks. Be grateful for their smile, even if it has been rare lately. Give thanks for their hug, even if they are no longer a child. Be thankful for their existence. Just being in the world has changed who you are. Lord, I thank you for every day I have with my child. I thank you for every memory, for every achievement. Thank you for every time I saw your hand move in their life. I know things do not always go as I planned. I know there are challenges. There is pain and disappointment. but I also know you have a purpose. I trust you. Even when I do not understand, I trust you, because you are good, and your goodness never fails. Do you know what I find most beautiful about a mother's prayer? It is not selfish. A mother does not just pray for her own child. She sees another child suffering and includes them too. A mother hears about a child's friend who is struggling, and she takes it to God. A mother's heart has an infinite capacity to love. She cares. She carries not only her own children, but others as well. There is one more thing. A mother prays for who her child will become. She prays for dreams they will eventually realize. She prays for victories they have yet to win. She sees beyond the present. She sees potential where everyone else sees a problem. She believes when no one else believes. That is the kind of faith that moves mountains. Lord, I pray for my child's future. I pray for the plans you have for them. I know they are plans for good, plans for prosperity, not as the world sees it, but in your way. Your way is much better. I ask you to open doors that no one can shut. Give them opportunities they haven't even dreamed of yet. Use them to make a difference in the world. Let them bring light where there is darkness. Let them be your instrument. When they look back years from now, let them recognize it was your hand leading them all along. There are times when prayer comes mixed with tears, and that is okay. Go ahead and cry. Let it all out. Release all that anguish stuck in your throat. God is not bothered by your tears. On the contrary, He keeps every tear you shed. He hears every sob. He is moved by your pain. He acts on your behalf. He is a father. A loving father cannot remain indifferent when he sees his child suffering. Lord, I don't know what to do anymore. I have tried everything. I have given advice. I have argued. I have offered hugs. I have prayed so much I lost count. Still, I feel like it is not enough. But I know that you are enough. Where I fail, you complete. Where I cannot reach, you reach. So I surrender. I place it in your hands, not because I have given up, but because I trust you. I trust that you love my child more than I do. For me, that is everything. Do you know those quick prayers you say during the day? You are in the middle of a task and suddenly think of your child. You quickly send up a prayer. That counts too. Sometimes we think prayer must be formal, long, and structured. But it doesn't. Prayer can be a sigh. It can be a thought. It can be a simple "Lord, protect them" that comes out automatically when you see news of an accident. I wish I could tell you that everything will happen exactly as you want after you pray. I really do. But the truth is that God sometimes has a different plan than ours. This does not mean He didn't hear you. It does not mean He doesn't care. It means His vision is greater than ours. He sees the whole picture, while we only see a small piece. But this should not make you stop praying. Instead, it should make you pray more. Pray with more faith and more confidence. Regardless of the outcome, prayer is never wasted time. It transforms you. It strengthens your faith. It brings you closer to God. And that alone is worth everything. Lord, I place my child in your hands, totally and completely. I know that sometimes I want to be in control. I know that sometimes I think I know what is best. But you know. You have always known. So do what needs to be done. Not my way, but the way that is best for them. Even if it hurts, even if I don't understand, I trust in you. This trust will not die. It will not end. It will remain today, tomorrow, and forever. Some mothers will finish listening to this and still feel a weight in their chest. This happens because the situation hasn't changed yet. The child is still the same. But I need to tell you something. Just because you don't see change yet does not mean nothing is happening. In the spiritual realm, things have already begun to move. Your prayer has reached the ears of God. He has already started to work. It might take time. The process might be long. But do not give up. Keep kneeling. Keep crying out. Keep believing. A praying mother carries a powerful weapon. When a mother rises from prayer, her child is already being lifted up too. It may not be immediate. It may not be what you expected. Lord, give me patience while I wait. Give me faith. Give me strength so I do not grow weary. Remind me of all the times you have already helped me. Remind me of the miracles you have performed in my life and my family. Let these memories fuel my hope. I know that if you did it before, you can do it again. And you will, at the right time, in the right way. For you are faithful. Your faithfulness has no end. There is a story that has always moved me. It is the story of the prodigal son. The father waited and watched the road every day. He waited for his son to return. When he saw his son from a distance, he did not wait. He ran to him. He was full of love, forgiveness, and joy. That is how God is with our children. That is how we should be too. Always with open arms, always ready to welcome them, always willing to start over. Before we finish, I want you to do something. Place your hand on your heart. Feel it beating. Every beat of that heart is a living prayer for your child. Even when you are not using words, your heart is praying. That is how a mother is. A mother breathes for her child. A mother lives for her child. As long as you live, you will keep praying. It is automatic. It is instinctive. It is sacred. Lord, may this prayer not end here. Let it continue to echo. Let it multiply. May other mothers join me. Together may we form a chain of faith that covers our children from north to south and east to west. May no child be left unprotected. May no child be left helpless, because there is a mother praying. And where there is a mother praying, power descends from heaven. I will leave you with a final word. You are listening to this right now. Perhaps you arrived here doubting that a prayer could make a difference. But you did not get here by accident. This is not a coincidence. This is God reminding you that He sees you. He is listening. He is acting. No matter how heavy the battle feels, you are not fighting alone. You never were. So stand up, dry your tears, take a deep breath, and keep going. Continue being the warrior mother that you are. Keep praying, keep believing. Mothers on their knees raise children who stand tall. Your child will rise up. They will win. They will shine. They will succeed because they have a mother who never stopped believing. You never stopped praying. This prayer has power. It has strength. It brings results. If this prayer touched your heart today, share it with another mother. She needs to hear this too. We were not made to carry this weight alone. We were made to share. We were made to support and pray together. When 2 or 3 mothers join in prayer, the impossible becomes possible. Miracles happen. God is glorified through it all. May God bless you. May He bless your child. May the peace that surpasses all understanding guard both of your hearts, today and forever.